Okay, this is how to cover a paperback book. You're going to measure the piece of Vistafoil to fit the size of the book with 1 to 1.5 boxes on the top and on the bottom, and then 2 boxes on either end. So you're going to do 2 on this end, and then you're going to pivot this on the spine until you have 2 boxes at this end as well. Finish cutting your rectangle. Next step is to begin to cover the book. We're going to start on the cover side of the book.
The spine towards
you. You're going to start to peel the Vistafoil away from its paper.
Which takes a minute.
And then as you separate it, you want to hold the clear sticky part away from the paper. And then you're going to roughly guess the 2 inches of space at the end. And you're going to center the glossy cover on the cover of the book. Once you have it centered and measured roughly, you start pressing it down with this bone piece. Do this slowly, take your time. You want to make sure that you have it covered without bubbles. Use the bone piece to work out any bubbles that might appear, going slowly as you work your way towards the spine. Okay, as you work your way to the spine, you're going to use your fingers and optionally the bone to smooth it down the spine on either end so that it is tight to the book. Now you're going to start covering this other side the same exact way we did the cover, pressing it down slowly so that there are no bubbles, and you unpeel the paper as you press it down.
Some bubbles right there.
Highly recommend not trying to peel it up once you've set it down. It usually ends up taking off any glossy covering that the cover might have. Now you're going to cut your slits towards the spine. You do 2 diagonal slits, and the corners you do a square. So you cut the corner bit into a square, and then you fold over that corner bit onto the cover.
Comes off.
Ideally, you leave it attached and then fold it over to protect the corner. Now you're going to fold down the end piece so that it seals to the inside of the book.
And you want to pull it up tight against the edge.
Use the cover as a guide. That is your line that you're trying to line things up to.
And get out that little bubble.
And then smooth it flat with your fingers. Same deal with the top, diagonal cut, and then a square in the corner. Leaving the square attached so that you can fold it over and smooth it down. Now you're going to do the same thing with the top. You're going to line it up with the edge and then smooth it down with your fingers. And then this side can fold in, same thing, smooth it down with your fingers as you line it up with the edge for a tight seal. The next book cover is exactly the same. You can skip this part of the video if you feel confident in your abilities.
And then at the end, just trim up the top.
Yeah, I'm not done filming.
Okay. It's also important to have a clean work surface because this stuff will pick up any little crumbs or fuzz.
Crumbs.
Like
we don't
if
eat
there's
in here anyway.
No, but like specks of, like if you have like, if you were using a pencil eraser and you have eraser stuff, it'll pick up anything.
Last step is to trim up any remaining cover around the spine. To do that, you're just going to take your scissors, line it up with the book, and cut around the cover so that that piece of the spine is cut off. You want to get it as close to the book as possible without cutting the actual book so that there's no extra sticky stuff of the cover left over. That is how you cover a paperback book in Vistafoil. Good job, Lisa.